Good morning. I'm trying not to speak too loud. My daughter is still asleep. Just like any proper teenager. Why be awake at 10 to 7? Welcome back to the vacation edition of the Teacher's Wake Up Call. Obviously, I don't have my contacts on. I don't have my makeup on. I just came back from a walk, and now I've made breakfast. I don't wanna say my typical breakfast is this. I tend to change my breakfast almost on a daily basis. But I made myself an oatmeal, okay, with some berries and some maple syrup for the sweetness. I often put cinnamon and a bit of nutmeg for flavoring, and an egg, because I'm all about the protein. I say it as if I train, and I don't, but I do try and work out every day, even on vacation. If it's not like a full circuit workout, it's usually either a walk or two a day, or I go for a swim in the evening. And the lighting sucks, I realize, but the sun is blinding. If I were to open the curtains, it would be like sunlight everywhere, which is great, which is awesome, but not when you're filming. So it's going to be this like weird shaded thing. So I wanted to say a few things. First of all, this video goes out to Tommy and in part Michael, but mostly Tommy. And because I want to talk about something he mentioned to me a few weeks ago. Tommy is a former student who graduated last year. And I knew him and his group, his cohort, for a solid 3 years. In some cases, I had some people in his cohort like 3 years in a row in grade 9, 10, and 11. I only had him in grade 9 and 11. So, I sent him a message a couple of weeks ago when I found out that I was changing schools, because I knew about the move since like May 24th, 25th. And I told a couple of my former students, because they have a tendency of coming to visit me. And I wanted to let them know, hey, by the way. So I told him, and he mentioned something about how the legacy has ended. And I'm like, what? How can I have a legacy? I've only been there for 5 years. Which made me think about the impact that I have on students, which is never something that I necessarily think about when I go in to a job. Like, so I was particularly touched by what he said. Leaving a legacy is something that is not something that I would want to. No, not something that I would want to. I want to create something that is meaningful for students. If the students see that as a legacy, I guess, yay. But at the same time, you have to be careful, because leaving a legacy, the moment that you leave, whoever, and I don't want to say takes your spot, but whoever comes back and ends up either doing what you were doing before, or decides to do something different, there will always be that comparison. And that happened to me when I got to St. Thomas, when I got to that school. I was given the task to oversee student council and student activities. And the students were constantly comparing not me, but our events to what was done in the past with the previous teacher. And I had to tell them, if you're going to constantly compare what you do to what was done in the past, you will never feel satisfied, because you will always say it's not enough, it's not enough. And you can't necessarily go always bigger. The previous year, he had built a 10-foot tall robot for pep rally, and I told him that is not my area of expertise. And cardboard robot. Let's be clear here. So I told them, you can't create something and expect it to be like it was before, because that was not you. Like, you need to create something that is meaningful to you, that represents you, and be proud of that. If not, you will always feel like you're not enough. You will feel unfulfilled. So if I created, as a French teacher, a lasting memory of not just events and activities, but a kind of learning environment that students felt comfortable in, secure in, safe. Because whenever you're learning a second language, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel supported, you will never want to learn. You will not want to try and make mistakes that are necessary to learning. So if I created that, Tommy, I'm happy, I'm honored. I'm touched by those words, because I just wanted to make every day bearable for you guys. I wanted to not necessarily be annoying, and I know that I was, but then so were you. And I mean the collective you here, not mean specifically you. We all know there were people who were far more annoying in that class. And no, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just stating facts. So I hope y'all are having a nice vacation, for those who do have a vacation at this time. And I will catch y'all very soon. I might be posting a video about Comic-Con, which is next week. I'm gonna try. And yeah, have yourselves an awesome day.